Hello, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. Welcome to my much belated entry into the Glory Days of Drag Racing group build. It was due past in November, but I just now finished it. I had started it, and even though it was way past due, I felt compelled to finish it. And this is it right here. So what you have here is the mongoose versus the snake. The mongoose as driven by Tom McEwen and the snake as driven by Don Prudhomme. I guess those two were rivals. I'm not 100% sure. But I really struggled with these two kits. There was a nasty seam line that went down the middle. I really had a tough time getting rid of. I think you'll actually see a ghost seam here. You won't see it here. The engines themselves are aftermarket. The engines are a first generation or first gen Hemi engine. Okay. And I believe that's what both of the drag cars used, or some form of a Hemi engine. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not a gearhead or anything. You'll see that I wired the distributor for both of them. And also, too, I added a fuel distribution block to the back of the hat and the blower. And then I ran lead wire then to the appropriate places. Here, along the bottom of the hat, and here at the bottom of the blower. And then if you'll look here, you will see that if I can get this right now, bear with me. You'll have a fuel line that goes from the back of the fuel distribution blocks then to a barrel valve and then down to the pump. Let me get this back to where you are. Okay, I did the same on this engine as well. One of the problems that I had with this was with the actual painting of the two-part clear. And one of the mistakes that I made was I put one part clear with one part hardener. And it started activating in the cup of my airbrush. And what I was having happening is that bubbles were appearing in the cup itself. And I thought maybe a seal had gone bad, so I replaced it. And I still had bubbles coming up through the cup. And then once I realized what I had done wrong, I fixed the problem and then gave it another coat. However, I had a situation where the top was okay, but the sides are really grainy. I mean, it wasn't orange peel here, it was worse than that. And so I went after it with a really coarse sanding stick. And as a result, I ended up putting a lot of scratches in my paintwork. So just be careful when using a two-part clear. Make sure you follow the instructions. And don't do what I did by putting one part gloss with one part hardener. That's not good. Anyhow, all I could say is I finished it. And I'm glad I did. It's kind of helped me get my mojo going for the next group build. Because of the mistakes I made on these, I was going to start over, but I thought, no, just kind of learn from it and then move on to the next. Now I may build these over again later on. I don't know, but I don't. Yeah, I don't know yet. So um, you'll notice I did not put the figures in there. I'd kind of left those out. I painted the inside a metallic red as to represent like a flame retarder, but I don't know. I was just kind of guessing. Also, too, I lost. Uh, Usually, when I'm building a model, I might lose pieces parts. I just do that, and I did that here. I lost one of the what do you call them? Tie rods. Okay, here it only has one tie rod. Over here, I have two tie rods. So, but that's about it. Um, I just wanted to tell you that, or show you that I did finish, but not on time. And I want to focus on the next group build. And I guess I will talk to you later. Goodbye.